wits as much as anything.
They understand what it takes to win. They understand how to will themselves into wins. They understand you can't make mistakes mentally. Veterans, they know how to pull it out. They want to keep it close, and they feel they can win at the end.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Porzingis and Hernangomez are together down low. Sessions out there with Hardaway. And it's Lee in at the small forward.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Calderon dishes to Love. There's the screen. Back to Calderon. Shoots the three. That one misses. And New York will come the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up. A lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Porzingis against Crowder. Kicks it to Sessions. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple of years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They've changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward.
That one is off. That one is no good.
And Kevin Love has feasted on the open looks he gets in Cleveland. He's become a high-volume three-point shooter.
Porzingis passes to Sessions. Back to Porzingis. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Calderon. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Calderon's got the ball.
And this is where JR can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
Cavaliers on D. And over the course of his career, Kevin Love has made a steady increase in his number of three-point attempts.
His rookie season, can you believe it? He made just 2 triples the whole season. Now he makes over 2 a game. And for a power forward, his jump shot is pretty.
Now here's Porzingis. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing.
Yeah, easy call. And watching Porzingis play, you know, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, my gosh.
And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others. And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Now here's Sessions to the inside. Hernan Gomez. He's off on that one. Good D by Love.
And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those two teaming up once again at this level, it's pretty surreal.
And LeBron James, a 4-time MVP, one of 5 players, Smitty, ever to achieve that.
And last season became the first ever to total 27,000 points, 7,000 assists, and 7,000 rebounds. He's the greatest small forward ever to play this game, in my opinion.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Hey, Steve, as the season gets going, if you're a player on a new team, how long does it usually take to get comfortable with your new teammates?
I would tell you this, Kevin. When you're winning, quickly. When you're losing, it seems like it takes an entire season. The more you can win, you get a chance to figure out, I'm comfortable with these guys. And losing situations, you start to question everything that's going on yourself, the coaches, your teammates. So winning really helps speed things up.
That's a good answer. And what was a wild ride of an offseason for the Knicks ultimately results in a regime change.
Yeah, I mean, players butting heads with executives, and when it came down to it, things just needed to change. If the Knicks picked the Zen Master over Porzingis, fans might have rioted in New York City, and hopefully the franchise can kind of start to right the ship.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Porzingis. LeBron kicks to Calderon. Floats it up for James. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's stolen by Smith. Calderon against Sessions.
Always with the great vision. Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Sessions. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Hardaway. And the rejection by Smith.
You know, the offense has just looked out of sync. Only 1 of 5 from the field.
LeBron left side. Over Lee. And that one comes up a bit short.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Smith wide open, he fires. Hit from the high post.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Porzingis. Shot to end this cold run, and that one drops for him.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
It's a pick by Love. Calderon kicks to Smith. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Smith's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Crowder against Porzingis. There's a good screen. Good D from Love.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him. And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young Cavs team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
And Smitty, that'll take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
As good as LeBron is at drawing fouls, still only a career 75% free throw shooter. Boy, what if he could raise that average?
And New York making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. And both free throws good for James.
You know, the Cavs are able to stay big and still space the floor. When they put Kevin Love and Channing Frye together, it's a death lineup with their shooting.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And with LeBron's ability to play the power forward, the Cavaliers can go small and slide Kevin Love, Steve, to the 5.
And very effective with their small lineups. The one thing they've lacked is great rim protection. They can rebound just fine, but shot blocking is something they've lacked.
Take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Great showing for him last season. 8th in rebounding. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. They set the pick, and Sessions kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Hernan Gomez. The shot that time, not on target. The Cavaliers leading by 10. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, nice work. Holding this offense in check will not be a simple job today.
Especially if they're allowed to get off to a quick start. If they get into a rhythm right away, it's almost impossible to get them out of it.
This team, they like to attack quickly before the defense gets set, so you have to be ready for that and be fast to get back on every possession.
He took good advantage of that screen. And now a 12-point Cavalier lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's the teardrop. And Hardaway with the lay-in. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
LeBron dishes to Love. They set the pick. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Porzingis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And when you look at Jae Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for James. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jose Calderon. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early, and that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well, and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
Now, here's Thompson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Baker. Canner in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Thompson misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Baker. Pass to Ntilikina. 5 on the clock. Here's Cantor. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Crowder, the pass to Korver. Took him no time at all on that one.
You can't allow that defensively. Kyle Korver is lights out on the catch and shoot.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. And the shot is long.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
And Iman Shumpert, known on this team for his boisterous personality, and he makes a statement with his hair too, doesn't he, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes the high top fade, some other hairstyles, I'm not sure what we can really call them. Kevin, do you want to try out some of those looks?
No, thanks, Smitty.
One shot.
Free throw good, Iman Shumpert. And while the low post game has lost favor, the high post is still prime turf for a lot of big men. They love to hang out there and do their job. Who do you think are some of the guys who live on the elbows like that succeed?
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, is one of the best in the business. Blake Griffin is a guy who plays well at that position. They're comfortable. Marc Gasol, Greg Monroe, Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns, those guys play all over the floor, but they're very comfortable at catching at the elbow. And you know what? As a big guy at that elbow, if you can show shot, one dribble, you're right at the rim.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Shooting for Cleveland. And Kyle Korver was such a fundamental player for the Hawks over the last 4 or 5 seasons. But last season, you know, Steve, they trade him away to Cleveland.
Yeah, they wanted to get younger. And now Kyle Korver, 36, ankle and elbow surgeries. They wanted to move on from him, but he's still a heck of a player, but the Hawks had different plans.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kyle Korver, a former late second-round pick. What a career he's had. A first-time All-Star in his 30s. He's just keep getting better.
Both free throws good from Korver.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Wade kicks to Korver. Back to Wade. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
And the Cavs stuck to their guns in the trade negotiation. They wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild.
41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The screen from Thompson. There's a good screen. Wade kicks to Shumpert. He dishes it to Green. From the wing, good on the bucket.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
Knicks trail by 16. Here's Ntilikina. 9 points last game out. Dishes to McDermott. Cantor against Green. Cantor, the pass to McDermott. The baseline J off the mark. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Cavaliers ahead as they end the first quarter with a 13-4 run. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Ntilikina. Doug McDermott is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Kuzminskas in at the four-man position.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well, and if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
And so here is New York after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Ntilikina. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Korver, pass to Wade. Baseline try. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Baker. Pass to Ntilikina. Cantor with a screen on Thompson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Knicks have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
Ntilikina taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops.
And last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Lee's checked in for the Knicks. And he can't hit the second. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years.
And so here is New York after Kyle Korver hitting the three. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And their offense centered around the three-point shot. That was the guiding principle on every trip. Their first goal was finding an open look beyond the arc, getting that extra point every chance they could.
2.
The first free throw is good. Well, you hear from so many players about what they did with that first check after they were drafted and found themselves, Smitty, with a ton of money. So what was your first big purchase when you were drafted into professional basketball?
I bought my mom and dad a Ford Expedition.
How about that?
A Ford Explorer. It was a Ford Explorer. That was the big purchase. And it was green. I don't think my dad liked that, but because of Michigan State,
Spartan green, right? Spartan Michigan State green.
And so much he done for me, Kevin. That purchase for me made me smile so much. And my dad, if you knew him, Kevin, he said he didn't want it, but I made him take it.
Great story. Now, here's Wade. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Shot off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Ntilikina's got 9.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Wade kicks to Thompson. There's the pick. Green dishes to Shumpert. Fires the three. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And the team wants Shumpert to be a 3-and-D guy. Just has to be more consistent out there.
New York calls timeout.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving. And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Calderon in for Dwayne Wade. And then for New York, Porzingis, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. Sessions, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. And he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 26 points per, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Kuzminskis. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Count it. Here's James. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Now here's Love. The lead is 15. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it's easy to see why LeBron James wanted Kevin Love in Cleveland. Both of them multi-skilled, multi-talented, and both have extremely high basketball IQs for the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Love. And it seems like Kevin Love's game really fits alongside LeBron's.
It does. A great outlet passer, setting up LeBron on a lot of breakaways. And on the offensive end, he can space the floor and create second chance opportunities.
So he gets them both.
The 5th pick in the 2008 draft, Kevin Love entered the league with a maturity well beyond his years.
Outside Hardaway. There's a screen. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Green kicks to Love. Over Hardaway. Love with another miss. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to New Orleans.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
No good from Lee.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Calderon with it. He's picked up by Lee. Calderon passes to James. Ramon Sessions with the steal. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Smith with a screen on Lee. James kicks to Calderon. Back to LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. New York calls timeout, and it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. But guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates. I mean, they're doing so much that is totally different. I wish I would have been a guy who spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength. But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from games of basketball. And I think that's what I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just ice my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their homes.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Sessions with a screen on James. Lee with the ball. Picked up by Love. LeBron with the block.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Screen by Smith. To the middle. Calderon kicks to LeBron. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Sessions, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Lee outside. Here's Hernan Gomez. The Cavaliers pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Boy, it's great playing with big guys who can space the floor. Love does that and a lot more.
Hardaway kicks to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Sessions. Outside, Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Floats one up. No good there. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Fires it up. And James gets it to go on the assist from Crowder. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lee kicks to Sessions. There's a good screen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Calderon dishes to James. The 11-footer. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. James has got 15.
You know, you got to play LeBron for the drive. Those mid-range shots, you almost have to live with it.
Hardaway kicks to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Sessions. Back to Hernan Gomez. To the wing on the left. Outside, Porzingis. Drills it from outside. 10 points for him.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
It's a pick by Love. Calderon with it. Outside, Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Crowder against Porzingis. And the shot's good from Crowder. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Lee gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the screen. James kicks to Calderon. Back to LeBron. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Courtney Lee is on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, Tyronn Lue, a two-time champion as a player with the Lakers, that understanding of what it takes to win it all has laid the foundation for his coaching career.
And Tyronn Lue talked about his breadth of experience as a player. He said, I won titles. I also played in the worst team in the league. I've done it all.
Also, Kevin, to add to that, he's been a starter. He's been a bench player. He's missed time with injury. That helps when he's trying to relate to his players because he's been there and has been through everything and whatever they're going through.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
For the Cavaliers, Iman Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. Korver comes in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jose Calderon. Both free throws good from Love.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The dish to McDermott. Kick by O'Quinn. Nice shot by McDermott.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wade passes to Korver. It's a pick by Love. There's the pick. Korver kicks to Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. It's a pick by Love. Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Jae Crowder for 3. Crowder's got 10 points in the game.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Cantor's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shumpert dishes to Wade. Love with the screen for Wade. It's a pick by Love. A step-back shot here, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Ntilikina. Wade is covering. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. And that one drops. Ntilikina's got 9 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 10. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Kyle's jumper is butter. Doesn't get any sweeter than that.
Knicks trail by 19. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pick by O'Quinn. Off the pick. The rebound by Kevin Love.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Ntilikina. The shot misses. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, big double-digit lead here at the end of the half. What's been the difference?
We're at home playing with energy. We knocked down some shots. We can be better, but, we'll take a double-digit lead for sure.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. And boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
LeBron might have actually reached a new level for how to control a basketball game. You know he can score his points at any time he likes. He can lock down almost anyone defensively, and at times he's like he's in a zen state where he's playing chess, like a chess master, moving the pieces around the board flawlessly.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
Well, Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Smith is out there with Calderon, and it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Boy, Kevin Love, he's got a knack for getting those high-percentage buckets down in the paint.
Sessions passes to Porzingis. They set the pick up off the screen, and Lee with the stuff.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
James against Lee. It's a pick by Love. Calderon kicks to Love. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here is Hardaway. 9 feet out. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from James. And Tim Hardaway, the 23rd pick back in 2013 out of Michigan. Talk about his game.
You know, he's always been a fantastic shooter, mostly a spot-up guy. But now he's able to put it on the floor and make some plays. And what he does best, he can run the floor without the basketball.
Here is Calderon. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. It's tipped. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
It's stolen by Sessions. Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Assisted.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. There's the pick. Love dishes to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. He feeds it to Calderon. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
He gets it in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here is James. Screened by Smith. Now James trying to get back on track. And the layup is good. LeBron's got 17.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
And here's a look at some numbers for Jae Crowder. Good season for him last year. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's LeBron. 17 points in the game. Off the screen. They get it back. Thompson passes to Calderon. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for him.
The poise of Jose, taking what the defense allows, sneaking inside for the bucket.
And Sessions kicks to Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Thompson. New York needs to get off a shot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points for Porzingis.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
James outside. Crowder a screen on Lee. LeBron drives in. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Green, he's checked in for Jae Crowder. Kuzminskis, he's checked in for New York.
Shooting one.
And the Knicks with possession here. 17-point game. And Sessions kicks to Kuzminskis. Up top, Porzingis. Feeds it to Sessions. Pass to Kuzminskis. And the three off target. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's James. He's got 20. Thompson, a screen on Lee. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
Working off the screen to perfection. JR carves out the space he needs.
Now here's Sessions. They set the pick. James against Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Right side Hardaway. Misses off the left iron. Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. It's good. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Not the first guy who comes to mind in the catch-and-shoot game. Thompson drills that one.
Sessions passes to Porzingis. Here's Kuzminskis, guarded by Green. They get it again. And Sessions kicks to Kuzminskis. Screen by Porzingis. They set the screen. The feed to Sessions. Here's the teardrop. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now here's Calderon. 6 points for him. LeBron James on the wing. The screen from Thompson. The shot, no good. New York's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kuzminskis in the corner. Sessions against Green. It's stolen by Green. Calderon with it. Thompson right side. He kicks it to Green. Cleveland moving it around. For 3, Calderon. It's rebounded by Kuzminskis. The Knicks shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. No good from Lee.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
And there's the call on Kuzminskis. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Dwayne Wade comes in for Jose Calderon. McDermott's checked in for the Knicks. Ntilikina comes in for Sessions. Wade outside. Kicks it to James. Outside, Green. Thompson, a screen on Porzingis. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away, offensive rebound. Thompson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Shumpert against Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Porzingis. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Wade outside. LeBron sets the screen for Wade. He dishes it to Green. The screen from Thompson. Shumpert in the corner. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Ntilikina. 11 points in the game. Kuzminskis kicks to Hardaway. They set the pick. It's stolen by Green. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shumpert dishes to James. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Pass to Porzingis. Dishes it to McDermott. With the teardrop, and Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Passes it to Green. There's the dish to Shumpert. He feeds it to James. 3-pointer, Wade. It's not going to go for him. And New York will come the other way.
Well, Tristan Thompson, the only player I've heard of to switch his shooting hand for free throws midway through his career. He's basically ambidextrous, so why not give it a try?
Here's James following the score by New York. And it's Green missing. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Thompson. McDermott kicks to Kuzminskis. Porzingis with a screen on James. Here's Ntilikina. And stolen by James. Wade outside. Floats it up for James. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hardaway kicks to Kuzminskis. McDermott passes to Porzingis. The tray. And Kuzminskis gets it to go. Kuzminskis has got his first 3 points of the game.
3 points.
And Tristan Thompson remains a relatively poor shooter, free throws and otherwise. He's tried to add a 15-footer, Smitty, but I don't know if that's in the cards.
And I think he's probably better off just staying around the rim. The kind of rebounder he is, sometimes you just have to play to your strengths. They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
Knicks trail by 19. Screen by Porzingis. They set the pick. 1:03 left to play in the third. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Porzingis has got 17.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
And Green gets it to go.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Porzingis against LeBron. They double him with Green. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Wade gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
New York's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Ntilikina. 11 points in the game. Outside, Porzingis. Over James. James with some nice D. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now the Knicks with it. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Enes Kanter is out there with Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Baker in at the 2 guard. Here's Ntilikina. And Smitty, they say players are made in the summer, the off-season, when they can really work on things on their game. Especially these days, players will hire top-level trainers and coaches for individual work during the off-season.
You know, Kevin, I love it. The guys are putting in those emphasis on their bodies with trainers and coaches. But I know sometimes I've heard stories where the teams want you to work on this, maybe say your mid-range games, but then guys have these coaches are just working on their threes. So I think guys got to be careful just hiring anybody. You want to work on your game, but I think also it has to be a balance what the team wants and what you want.
Steve, I've heard that too, and I think teams are they like the work in the offseason, but it's got to be directed the right way.
Yes.
And if you're a part of a team in a long-term project, I think you've got to take the direction and follow the compass that your team has given you.
Yeah, I think so, and I think a lot of times teams are getting upset because now you're seeing these individual coaches and trainers starting to come on NBA time, work out on NBA time, and I think that's when it started to become somewhat of a problem.
Here's Hardaway after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Here's Ntilikina. There's a screen by Kanter. Shot off the pick. Rebound, Love.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight, it's held them back.
Outside jumper. Here's Crowder. The Knicks pull it in. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Baker, guarded by Korver. It's good.
Baker.
And here's Wade. There's the screen. Outside Korver. Shumpert up top, guarded by Hardaway. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Korver. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Kanter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Ntilikina. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim, an explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
Now here's Shumpert. Now Wade, an easy 2 points on the layup. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half, just taking what the defense allows.
Baker kicks to O'Quinn. The pass to Hardaway. Jae Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Look at him rising above the defense. Kevin Love with the statement finish.
Knicks trail by 20. Pick by O'Quinn. They set the pick. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the 3rd option. Guys on the team, they got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat, and also those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars, so just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, do you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? That's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. Now, here's Kanter. Shot to stop the run. No good that time. Great D that time from Love. Kanter against Crowder. Feeds to Shumpert. Pass to Love. Crowder sets a screen for Love. Shoots over Kanter, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Getting by with a little help from his teammates. Love off the screen.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Hardaway. Kanter with a screen on Shumpert. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Good.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now here's Korver. The feed to Wade. It's a pick by Love. Kicks it to Korver. Here's Shumpert. A three-pointer is right on target.
I like the decision by Shumpert there. Got a step coming off that screen and made him pay.
Pick by O'Quinn. They set the pick. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that can cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
It's good on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Ntilikina to end the run. The shot's good from Kanter. Kanter's got 4 points this quarter.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Love inside, working on O'Quinn, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. New York called for the foul.
The versatile skill set of Love, the defender has no idea which move he's going to.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Love. And the initial rules for the NBA include that 6 personal fouls is the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, you know, who can remember. But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But right now I think it's 6. Maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
Now here's Sessions. Picked by O'Quinn. McDermott kicks to Kuzminskas. Hits it from 3-point range.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Calderon dishes to Love. Green, the screen. For three, Calderon. That's in there. Love with the assist.
We've seen this from Calderon, a high percentage three-point shooter when he can get a decent look.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46, 47%. Now, here's O'Quinn, stolen by Thompson. Over in the corner, Green. A second chance effort, and Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Sessions passes to McDermott. Picked by O'Quinn. Takes the 13-footer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Calderon kicks to Green. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the offseason. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The Knicks making the shot. Cans it from downtown. 22 points for Love.
His coaches used to tell him not to shoot threes. Those days are gone for Kevin Love.
Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Kuzminskis. He's covered by Thompson. Picked by O'Quinn. Back to Kuzminskis. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got his 7th assist in the game. Cleveland's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Calderon. Love with the screen on Sessions. Love outside. Back to Calderon. Cleveland moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Now here's Calderon. They set the pick. Thompson, high post. Outside, Green. Back to Thompson. He kicks it to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Here's Baker. Here's Cantor. A stupendous finish in traffic. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Calderon with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.